Hey there, glad you could make it. Sit down, take a load off. I hear you've been a busy man lately.
What have you been up to lately?
Oh, same old, same old. Spent forever chasing down a hitman from Imperial Intelligence, but we finally nailed him. Quite a stunt you pulled on Quesh. I've got a pal in the safecrackers who says you took on half the Empire single-handed. Oh, she wanted to know everything about you, of course. I did my best to make you sound boring and ugly. Enough competition out there as it is.
Worried some other girl might catch my eye?
I don't care who catches your eye, as long as that babe you met back at Coruscant is the one you don't forget. So get over here already.
You didn't really invite me over to shoot the breeze, did you?
You don't want to talk now, you won't have time to talk later. What am I gonna do with you? Had enough fun for one day, huh? I guess it is getting late. I'm glad you came by. Don't be a stranger.
I could probably stick around a little longer.
No. You think I want Garza to put a bounty on my head? I'm not holding you up any more than I already have. See you around.
Let me tell you, boss, this is not where I figured I'd end up when I enlisted. Growing up on Nar Shaddaa, you only joined the army for the free ticket out of there.
You enlisted so you could leave Nar Shaddaa?
You better believe it. Before the army, I ran with whatever gang had the loosest boss and the most spare detonite. Had a long list of enemies. Even street trash take it bad when you blow up their buddies.
Joining the army is an interesting escape plan.
Worked like a charm. I'm alive, and most of those scumbags aren't. Joining up turned out to be the best idea I ever had. A lot more fun than running with those scrubs back on the streets, most of the time.
What's not to like?
Lot of rules. Can't just beat down the people who come to enforce them. Have to play nice, or smart. Enough reminiscing. Let's go trash something, huh?
Success, sir. Lord Kavos has foolishly given away his position.
To all who excel in the arts of death, be it known that Lord Kavos, Master of Combat, seeks a lieutenant to serve him. I seek a worthy right hand to carry out my commands across the galaxy, and profit immensely. Those who think themselves suited should present themselves at the coordinates included in this message. Come prepared.
Who did Kavos send this message to?
The message was broadcast freely in many underworld channels and delivered personally to a number of high-profile bounty hunters. The coordinates are on Tatooine, sir. I recommend we move quickly before Kavos can find a suitable lieutenant and move on. For the Republic! Target neutralized, sir. Lord Kavos will threaten the innocent people of the galaxy no longer. As expected, his overconfidence made his defeat all but certain. I simply took my place among the scum, hoping to gain his favor, and struck at the first opportunity.
Was it a big crowd?
Counting myself, there were 15 applicants for that Sith fool's opportunity. Lord Kavos decided that a fight to the death would determine his champion. Every man for himself. Once the fighting began, I closed in. I started by grabbing a Nikto thug who was making liberal use of a flamethrower. With pinpoint accuracy, I hurled him toward Kavos, whose robes were instantly ignited.
I wish I could have seen the look on Kavos' face.
I would estimate that he was surprised, sir. Although Kavos was thoroughly distracted, I remained cautious and did not engage him directly. Instead, I targeted a nearby Mandalorian using a jetpack. As soon as his velocity and flight vector were pointed correctly, I opened fire with my cannons, sending him barreling into Kavos and the Nikto. The explosion did the rest.
Sounds like you carried out your mission with exceptional skill.
Thank you very much, sir. This was a critical victory. Our comrades are sure to take heart when they hear that a monster like Kavos has been laid low. I'll begin searching for a new target at once.
Hey, come here. This is going to be hilarious. Remember the credits I brought in from that old weapons sale? Those were from my second buyer. The first guy I lined up wasn't offering as much as I liked, so I bailed on him. Cheap jerk is all worked up that I sold him to someone else. He's trying to put a scare in me.
Wouldn't it be easier to just ignore the guy?
Easier? Sure. But this is more fun. Guy's name is Red Hand Magarin. He runs a few guns. Thinks he's a real tough guy. Hey there, Red.
My guns, Vic. Where are they?
Well, I was having a chat with my new boss, the commander of Havoc Squad, and we decided to go with another buyer.
If that's the commander of Havoc Squad, I'm the king of Alderaan. I want those guns, Vic.
I assure you, I'm Havoc Squad CO.
Hope Vic's paying you good to get on my nerves. When you back out on a deal with me, there are consequences, Vic. I'll be seeing you.
Uh-oh, consequences. I hope I don't lose any sleep.
We've got bigger things to worry about than some arms dealer.
Yeah.
Could I speak with you privately for a moment? I just need you to know, sir, that I've become quite fond of you. You've helped me far more than anyone I've ever known. Because of this, I'm forced to ask if perhaps you might feel the same fondness for me?
See if you can guess.
Yes. I get the impression that you aren't entirely impartial to me. I'm just... Personnel Code Section 2 discourages romantic relationships between personnel, particularly commanding officers. I want to spend more time with you, but I don't want to negatively affect squad performance.
This could be a risky move.
On the other hand, Personnel Code Section 1 encourages personnel to spend time together socially. Correlations between interpersonal compatibility and unit performance are strongly positive. We should probably return to our duties, but I think this is the right choice.
Good news, sir. Garza's people decoded the first portion of those coordinates. Data points to an Imperial excavation site on Tatooine. Looks like my former XO, Torv, is being held there.
Then let's load up and get them out of there.
Ready when you are, sir. On your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgen? What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
What does the SIS have to do with this?
That's classified, sir.
Out with it, soldier. We're not leaving until we get some answers.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
Looks like someone forgot to follow through with that last part.
Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
Things wouldn't have been so bad if the SIS had held up their end of the plan.
Got that right. A good soldier never leaves a man behind. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. No, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
I'm in, Captain. This is General Garza. I understand you've just docked over Hoth. Hoth is locked in a three-way resource battle between the Republic, the Sith Empire, and a powerful alliance of pirate warlords. It's pure chaos.
What's so valuable on an ice world?
Hoth was the site of a major fleet battle during the First War. Many advanced warships, both Republic and Imperial, crashed on its surface. Both sides need the material from those ships, and both sides want to learn the secrets of the other. The pirates, of course, see opportunity.
If our people need help, they can count on Havoc Squad support.
I'm sure any assistance would be deeply appreciated, Captain. You're recruiting a technical specialist named Sergeant Yun. Judging by his service record, he's the finest technician in the entire Republic military. Yun is a Gand, an uncommon species in the Republic, and he follows an indigenous shamanistic training. No one understands it, but his results are unmatched.
If he can get the job done, then I'll be glad to have him.
Whether through mystical powers or luck, Yun's gained a reputation from his squad mates for doing the impossible. Currently, he's scavenging crashed Imperial warships to piece together a functional Umbra encryptor, the machine responsible for the Empire's most secure military codes. It's critical that Yun completes the Umbra encryptor. We've never come close to breaking the code, and the amount of intelligence we could gain is immense.
With Havoc's help, the job will be done in no time.
Yun has already been informed of his transfer into Havoc Squad. I'm told he's excited to meet you. Contact me again when the mission is concluded and Yun has completed the Umbra encryptor. Garza
Heading
out.
down to Hoth, Captain. The shuttle is prepped and ready. We're just waiting for clearance from the station controller to launch.
This is a frozen rock on the edge of the galaxy. How much traffic can there be?
Shh, don't make him mad.
I've never heard of this planet before. What should I expect?
I hope you like ice. You've got your ice canyons, your ice plains, some ice mountains. Really? You ought to try to savor this delay. Every minute you're not freezing to death is a good one.
A little frostbite is good for you. Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, if they don't fall off. Before I forget, you'll need this cold weather equipment. If you're lucky, you won't use it much.
Everything checks out. You are cleared for launch.
You should check in with the commander at Auric Base when we land. He'll be able to tell you a lot more about Hoth.
That's amazing. I never would have imagined. Officer on deck!
Why don't you give me the details of your operation, Sergeant? Having the Imperial's own record should speed up our search. Havoc is used to going in first. Just point us in the right direction.
Captain, good to see you, sir. We didn't expect reinforcements from Havoc Squad. This is the best news we've had in days. Welcome to Auric Base. What's left of it. I'm Lieutenant Laskin. Did Republic Command send you? Did they get my distress signal?
I don't think your signal got through. The station seemed pretty calm.
You don't know? If you're not here to answer my distress call, I don't know what we're going to do. We can't hold out much longer. An explosion in one of the speeder hangars knocked out main power. Within seconds, we were under heavy Imperial fire. Our shields haven't switched to auxiliary power yet.
Can this base withstand another attack?
Shields are at 40%, Captain. We could take 1, maybe 2 shots from an ion cannon. I'd give the order to evacuate if I could. We still have men in the field on a critical mission. Or we did when we were attacked anyway. Between the Imperials and the cold. I don't have enough people for a search party. Please, if you could head out there. You're their only chance.
What makes you think they haven't already frozen to death?
I know it's a long shot. but the mission they were on is vital. They were headed out to check the long-range sensors. With those running again, we'd have some warning before another attack hit. If you reach them, give them these. Fresh weapons and supplies. Then they might make it back. And thank you.
Am I seeing things? I didn't think there was anyone else left alive on this planet.
What's the word from Auric Base? It's nothing on the comm but static. I was starting to think they pulled out and left us.
What's your status? Any injuries?
No, just cold and sick of emergency rations.
Not that getting back to Auric Base will change that. What about our mission? We can't leave the sensors like this.
I thought you'd be anxious to get back to the base. Did I miss something?
We came out here to check the long-range sensors. They were damaged in the attack, but they're easily fixable.
If you can get to them. Which we obviously couldn't.
Without the sensors, Auric Base is blind. They won't have any warning the Empire is coming. If you can reach the arrays, you can bring them back online. There are a lot of Imperials in the area, though.
We'd better get moving if we're not gonna freeze to death. See you back at the base.
You made it! Welcome back! With the long-range sensors working again, it's starting to look like we might pull through this after all. Captain, we can't thank you enough for finding our people. This base hasn't had any hope in a while. Those men owe you their lives. Thank you.
A few more men and an early warning system aren't going to save this base from the Empire.
Sir, a distress flare was just fired from the power relay.
That relay's the only reason we still have shields and heat. If the Tals defending it are being overrun...
Orders, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
What's our next move?
Please, go to the relay. If you can't hold off the Empire, send up a flare. We'll try to evacuate as much of the base as we can.
When they saw the distress flare, Auric Base thought you were about to be slaughtered.
When I got a transmission from the Tals, I thought it might have been a fluke. This is fantastic.
Lieutenant, we're receiving messages on all channels. Crush Outpost is reporting in now.
We're not alone out here anymore. Oh, this is going to be fabulous for morale.
With communications back online, you should be able to call for backup, or at least new orders.
Sir, I've picked up an urgent transmission from the Crescent Canyon facility. Putting it through now.
How far away are they? Why didn't your long-range sensors detect an Imperial attack?
They're in the geothermal plant in Crescent Canyon. We don't have any sensors near there. The Orderlings were the first people on Hoth. They came here as colonists. Their facility at Crescent Canyon has the best cold weather technology on Hoth. Technology that's now in Imperial hands.
I'll go see what can be done to save these colonists.
Thank you. Try to reach Supervisor Aldo. He's in charge of the facility. Contact me once you found it.
Good luck. And outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire in the Outer Rim. Surrender, and the Empire will get you back to the core. Republic soldiers, your base has been destroyed. You are stranded and outnumbered. Surrender to the Empire because left you alone to die, frozen in the Outer Rim. Surrender, and the Empire will get you back to the core.
Don't be afraid. I'm not with the Empire. I came to help you.
Those who report Republic sympathizers will be rewarded. Those who harbor the anarchists in our midst will be punished. Which would you rather be?
I didn't know there was some kind of time limit on daring rescues.
The Republic stole this planet from your people. The Empire will give it back to you. if you only let us.
Once he's destroyed the base, he'll send you off to be a slave in the unknown regions.
You're all alone out here. The Senate doesn't care what happens to the Outer Rim. Surrender, and you can leave Hoth alive.
After what you've done, you deserve to rot in there. Havoc Squad to Auric Base. Evacuate immediately. The Empire's about to ignite an explosive gas right under you.
Are you serious? I'll send everyone who can hold a blaster to your position. Try to buy us some time.
If this doesn't work, it's gonna get very hot very fast over there.
Understood. And thanks. We have a lot of wounded and cold routines. We need more time. Head into the mines and try to stop them from igniting the gas. We'll prepare for the worst. Good luck.
Thank goodness I got to you in time. You're walking into a trap. The Orderlands have betrayed us.
You were at Auric Base, weren't you? How did you get here ahead of me?
The lieutenant sent me here right after you left. We intercepted a transmission from Supervisor Aldo to Coral Torrent, telling him you were on your way.
You overheard this right after I left, as in before I even got to Crescent Canyon.
Well, I was hoping you'd cooperate, but I guess we'll do this the other way. Don't kill me. You've got to understand. I had no choice.
Why exactly shouldn't I shoot you?
The Republic is looking for some prototype that crashed here. The thing probably burned up in the atmosphere. We're never going to find it. With the Republic, the only way I leave Hoth is in a body bag. The Empire offered to ship me back to the core.
You agreed to help kill me and everyone at Auric Base. And I shouldn't kill you because...
Because you're so much nobler than I am? What happens to me now?
You've done enough damage.
No!
That's far enough. You must know by now that no backup is coming. You're all alone down here. Surrender your weapons and I'll see that you're returned to Republic space.
I came here to stop you. This won't end peacefully.
Surely you understand that this conflict is pointless. Even if you save the base, those men will die here. One lost ship is worth more to the Republic than all the soldiers on this planet. They will never leave Hoth alive.
You're a dead man.
Very well then. I'll make this quick and painless.
That was a mother of a fight. I can't believe we stopped them in time.
Last-minute victories are what Havoc Squad is for. You get used to it after a while.
The area is secure. Maybe you should let the lieutenant know the base isn't about to
Welcome back. I can't thank you enough for this. I just finished my report to Republic Command. General Ando wanted to speak with you when you returned.
Tell the General I'll speak with him now, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. I'll call him at once, sir. Lieutenant Laskin to Republic Command. General, do you read me?
General Ando here. I don't need to ask who you are, Captain. Your reputation has preceded you. On behalf of the entire Republic, I commend you. Your actions have saved countless lives, not only on Hoth, but throughout the galaxy. Is there anything you'd like to say on this occasion?
The lieutenant held this place together through the worst possible circumstances. He deserves a promotion.
That's good advice. Lieutenant Laskin, you are hereby granted the rank of captain, effective immediately. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
I hope to see you again. We could certainly use more people like you. Good luck out there. On to out.
I'll hold this position until you get the door open. I'll hit the barracks and stop the imps immediately. Fully understood. There are 2 wires in the maintenance panel unit. One red, one blue. What should I cut? Cutting the blue wire now. Thanks for the assist, Sergeant. I'll be along shortly, Sergeant.
That was incredible. I can't believe we pulled it off.
You and your team should be very proud of your performance, Sergeant.
Outpost 427, this is Major Artano, Information Control Specialist for General Racton's command group. Republic personnel are searching Imperial shipwrecks on Hoth. This cannot continue. Full security details will be posted at all crash sites immediately. I'm en route to Hoth now. Any questions about General Racton's orders may be addressed to me upon arrival. Glory to the Empire.
Who's this General Racton?
General Racton, Commander of Forward Assault Operations, Imperial Military Forces. belief responsible for all major campaigns in Republic space.
What do we do now, sir? The Empire knows we're coming.
That attitude's getting you nowhere fast.
Apologies, sir. It won't happen again.
Just pick a crash site and we'll move out. Let's make it happen, Sergeant.
Well, this is a surprise. Good to see you, Captain. Normally I'd say Havoc Squad would be better off closer to the front. But we just got a break that could make this the hottest spot on Hoth. We got a message from one of the Chiss.
It's time they realized how much we outclassed them.
Not exactly, Captain. Here, I'll let the transmission speak for itself.
Republic Outpost, do you copy? I'm under heavy fire and I haven't got much time. I've stolen a data disk of time-sensitive information from Imperial intelligence. I'm offering this to you in exchange for sanctuary. The Empire is hunting me. I don't know how long I can hold out. Send help and I'll give you whatever you want.
You wouldn't be showing me this if you thought it was just an Imperial trick.
I think that Chiss would never choose to appear weak, even to bait a trap. He has to be desperate. If we're going to act, we have to act fast.
If he's telling the truth, it's too great an opportunity to pass up.
I was hoping you'd say that, Captain. Havoc Squad is the only outfit in the Army that could pull this mission off. The signal came from a crashed dropship not far from here. Be careful. Bring the Chiss back if you can, but if it does look like a trap,
the target was dead on arrival, but the data disk appears to be intact.
It's just as well. I'm not sure the men really wanted a Chiss hanging around here. The data disk is the critical thing. Let's get a look at it. Lieutenant, we need this decrypted.
Yes, sir. This is from Imperial Intelligence. It looks like it's a strategic assessment of the Ortolan geothermal power station. Maps, avenues of attack.
The geothermal station is currently held by the White Maw. If the Empire takes it from them, we're in trouble.
Exactly what will happen if the Empire's plan succeeds.
Capturing the power station would give the Empire a completely self-sufficient fortified base on our doorstep. They'd be able to launch attacks from there with impunity. We'd never drive them out.
What do you suggest we do to stop them?
We don't have the manpower to defend that power station. Once you leave, the Empire could just take it. There's only one thing to do. Destroy it before they get there. Take these remote charges.
Time to do some damage.
It's not ideal, but we can't let the power station fall into Imperial hands.
Your attempt to steal Imperial property has been detected, and reinforcements called from all nearby positions. Drop your weapons and enter Imperial custody, or face termination.
The more imps you send, the more I get to kill.
Ha! Bloodthirsty grandstanding. You had your chance. Now be crushed by the might of the Empire.
I'm collapsing the cave and making my way out. Nobody mentioned there were civilians in here. You have my apologies. The Imperial Army will be here any second. You might want to take cover before they get here. I'm sure Major Vincent will
Our
be glad to
sensors
hear.
didn't pick up any explosions. Did something go wrong?
I chose to stay and fight the Imperial Army.
You fought the Imperial Army? On your own? Are you serious? Havoc Squad may just put the rest of us out of a job, Captain. Thank you. You've probably just saved the lives of half the soldiers on Hoth.
I serve the people of the Republic.
There are a lot of people on Hoth who could probably use your help. Listen, I know this is asking a lot, but we've lost contact with Lieutenant Kirill at 10th Outpost. I don't know what's happened there, but I suspect they're in trouble.
I'll meet up with Corporal Sajan right away. What have the signs shown you, Yoon?
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
Who is this, and why isn't he in chains?
Captain Biron is here attempting to solve a mutual problem. A group of white mob pirates called the Hailstorm Brotherhood.
They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
What are you thinking? Nobody's worse than the Imperials.
I'll take that as a compliment. But the Hailstorm Brotherhood have proven otherwise, with acts too depraved to list.
The Brotherhood have cut our outpost resupply lines and are picking off anyone that ventures into the snow. If we don't join forces, they'll whittle us down until we leave our outposts in search of food. Then we die.
How does that compare to being betrayed at some critical point by the enemy?
Without help, our deaths are a certainty. Anything is better. What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait we'll need to do is last until they arrive.
If you stab me in the back, I'll shoot you in the face.
I assure you, if I wanted to ambush the Republic, I've already had plenty of opportunity.
Here's the distress flare. Fire once if all is as planned. Twice if the Imperial help isn't enough. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides.
Ugh. Captain, sir, they're everywhere. Sir, they're all over us. You have to warn Sergeant Yoon.
I want facts, not gibberish, soldier.
I'll try to ease his pain, sir, but I'm afraid there's nothing else I can do for him.
was pirates. Grimy, murdering pirates. They knew what we were after. Their leader grabbed the Umbra part and ran.
How could they know about the Umbra? Who told them?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. Please, sir. You have to warn Sergeant Yoon. The pirates will be gunning for him next.
An enemy who thinks he's winning will be easier for us to kill. Yoon can't be warned.
Captain! We are required to take all possible measures to warn allies of impending attack.
Please, sir. Please, don't. Don't let them die out there. Please.
This is for the best, Corporal.
He has to know. Has to know.
The pirates hit Sajan's team before I arrived. There were no survivors.
Wait, you knew pirates were attacking, and you didn't call to warn us?
I did what was necessary to accomplish our objectives.
I found something, sir. It's a recording one of the pirates was carrying. Let's see here.
Got a chance at serious credits on this one. If you fail me in this, I'll hang your hides on my walls. Leave no witnesses. Grab the Umbra parts at these coordinates, and don't come back to the Star of Coruscant without them. Got it?
What's the Star of Coruscant? I'll get the last component no matter what the opposition.
You did it. I haven't seen that many dead Brotherhood since we first came to the planet.
Agreed. It was efficacious.
I'll assume that was the Imperial equivalent of enthusiasm, Captain.
It was. My scouts are in pursuit of the fleeing Brotherhood now. We'll see what they find.
They're on the run. What could your troops possibly learn?
We know we hurt them. The question is it enough to prevent future attacks?
Snow Raptor, this is Hatchling. Come in, Snow Raptor.
Go ahead, Hatchling.
We spotted the remainder of the enemy force entering the ice fortress. Coordinates attached.
If the remainder of their force is grouping at the ice fortress, they've been badly hurt. It's time to finish them.
The Captain's right. We're not going to get this chance again.
I'm not giving this group a centimeter of purchase. They're all going down.
All right. Our priority target is Master Sav. The cult without its beloved leader is a beast without its head.
Sav is a legend among the Brotherhood. We stranded him in the snow once, and left him for dead in Wampa country. He strangled one with a torn femur, and skinned it with his own claws. He showed up in the ice fortress weeks later, quite alive.
Getting rid of him sounds like a plan.
We'll need you to spearhead the team, eliminating Master Sav. Others will secure the turrets and the perimeter. The ice fortress will be swarming with Brotherhood. We'll have the teams meet up again in the audience hall. Be warned, the hall is a defensible area. They'll move the big guns there once they know we're attacking.
Nothing like artillery to get the blood pumping.
Undoubtedly. Meet with Sergeants Cacho and Enlicker inside the fortress. Their men will reinforce you as you push to the audience hall. Go quickly. Let's not give them time to get back on their feet.
Sergeant Enlicker reporting in, sir. We've received little resistance so far.
Sergeant Cacho reporting in, sir. You got here just in time for the fighting. These here are your unit. Straight on to the audience chamber. We'll fan out to intercept reinforcements.
Carry on, Sergeants.
Right, taking point.
Sir, now that they're gone, do you seriously expect them to be allies?
I'm waiting for the moment when they betray us.
Good. Because mark my words, it's gonna happen. They've got Captain Biron leading them. I've heard all about him back in the day when I was captured. Likes ambushes, he does.
Want to elaborate on that a bit?
Think about it. Where'd he learn to surround an enemy force? From hunting the Republic, that's how. And he's ready to do it again. The safe thing to do is, as soon as the Brotherhood is broken, take down Biron's men and grab him as a prisoner. It wouldn't take much. He's back at the base alone, and this lot will fold if we pull it on them surprise-like.
Spread the word then, and wait for my signal.
I'll go keep an eye on that sergeant. You take the boys here.
Isn't this a surprise? The Republic and Imperials all bound together. What's wrong? Getting cold? Need to share body heat?
Master Sav, I presume.
None other. Have you come to put an end to the Brotherhood? Are you scared of our savage ways? Of course you are. There's no room in the galaxy for those who bow to neither Chancellor nor Emperor. Unless we make room, through blood and struggle.
That's the room, gentlemen. Take the turrets and secure the perimeter.
All units, find an Imperial. Reinforce their positions with small arms. Move out. This is the time. Don't let them dig in.
Now!
Glad you saw through the Imperial's ambush. Lieutenant Kirill will want to hear every detail.
Muscle Captain Biron and you will be shot. Take his weapon.
Is this how the Republic treats its allies? You have more in common with the Sith than you realize.
I had no knowledge of this plan, Captain, but once begun, it would be suicide not to follow it through in all its aspects.
He's only complaining because he couldn't betray us first.
Betray you? What good would that have done us? Another costly fight when we're at less than half strength.
The words mean little at the moment, prisoner. Take him away. That was unpleasant. I never got the impression he was as sadistic as the other Imperials.
He would have turned on you in a second.
It is one thing to know that intellectually, and another to believe it with the whole heart. We have defeated the Hailstorm Brotherhood today, and acquired a valuable Imperial captive. It's hard to be sour with that. Well, the Hailstorm Brotherhood's come to an end, and we have no other crisis breathing down our necks. I almost feel relaxed. Been an honor to serve with you. Be careful
At ease,
out there.
Captain. I'm Admiral Revald. The Zabrak with the sunny disposition is my chief. At ease, Captain. I'm Admiral Revald. The Zabrak with the sunny disposition is my chief engineer, Aram. Welcome to the best place on Hoth.
Whatever is out there, Havoc Squad is ready for it, Admiral.
I don't know how much you've seen of the Republic presence on this snowball, but this is what it's all about. This isn't just a battle for Hoth. We went out here, and we've got the whole war with the Empire in the bag.
What makes this frozen wasteland worth fighting for?
Spread across that ice field is what's left of one of our capital ships. She was carrying a top-secret weapon prototype. The Null Cannon. It can fry all the machinery on a starship without giving the crew so much as a hangnail. With that weapon in our hands, we can push the Empire back to the unknown regions.
I thought there'd be a little more fighting here on the front.
Don't you worry, son. We got more than enough fighting to go around. We found the wreckage. Trouble is, pirates got there first, snatched up several pieces of our prototype, striking from a hidden base. We've deployed the Tals and the infantry. They're taking heavy losses out there, and we're not any closer to getting the Null Cannon. We can't allow these thieving scum to leave Hoth with a weapon that can take out any starship in the galaxy.
One prototype coming up.
Sensors detect life forms in the nearby wreckage. The pirates may be making a grab for pieces of the Null Cannon's primary power core.
Keep an eye out for anything that will help us track the scum back to their lair. And contact me once all the fragments of the power core are secure. Go out there and bust some heads.
Havoc Squad reporting, sir. The power core is secure and we've recovered a datapad with coordinates for the pirate base.
You made quick work of that motherless space trash. Well done. Now our troops can take the fight to them.
I hate to interrupt, but the data suggests these components were from the ancillary, not main power core. That's bad.
Perfect. Just perfect.
So, you probably don't want to hear that the pirates have probably completed the Null Cannon, then.
We can't leave our best weapon against the Empire in the hands of pirate scum. You'll have to go into their base after it. Hit those sons of Hutts before they know we're coming.
I live to serve the Republic.
That's the spirit.
That datapad puts the pirate base inside a huge system of ice caverns not far from here.
Half the scum in the galaxy will be in there. Chief Engineer Aram and a squad of Tals will be on your heels. Once the pirates are down, Aram will secure the Null Cannon for transport. It'll be the mother of all fights.
Hold your fire, soldier. Why don't we talk about this like civilized people?
This better be good.
I would not presume to waste your time. It so happens that I can give you what you came for without any more of that unpleasant killing business. You want the Republic's superweapon? Look around you. This hangar is filled with copies of it, one for every ship in our fleet.
How's that possible?
The Republic doesn't have a monopoly on clever engineers. I propose a trade. You leave here with the weapons, and we leave here with our lives. That's fair, don't you think?
I have a better idea. I take all the weapons and put a stop to you pirates at the same time.
You'll regret this.
hangar is secure. For now, anyway.
They should have brought more pirates.
Right. Because on Hoth, a day without pirates would be like a day without frostbite. I'd better call in and report.
Aram, that you? Heavy fire. It's a lot of interference. What status?
Sir, we have the null cannon, but there's been a complication.
What was the... breaking up secure for immediate...
Blast it! I can't get the signal back. Now what do we do?
We were sent in here for the null cannon, and now we get it out of here.
You were sent here for one null cannon. Singular, not dozens. The forces we have can just about hold this hangar long enough to get the prototype out of here, but the rest of these copies... The other pirates will get here soon, and once they have a weapon that can disable a capital ship, how many innocent people will die?
I take it you have a plan in mind?
The only way to keep the copies out of the pirates' hands is to overload the null cannon prototype. Wipe out everything in the hangar at once. The prototype would be fried, but I'd rather spend months fixing it than live knowing that even one of these copies was left behind.
We need this weapon to fight the Empire. We have to bring it back in working condition.
I guess the Admiral will be happy anyway. I'll go ahead and get the transport ready. I'll see you back at camp.
Congratulations. You've done the Republic a whopping huge service. Aram just gave me the good news. I knew you'd send those pirates packing. Well done.
The pirates copy the null cannon. I think we'll be seeing more of them.
I wouldn't worry about the pirates. Their puny little copies will be no match for our prototype. You've hit the Empire where it hurts today. I've already contacted Republic Command. They know what you've done for us here, and I'll make sure the Senate knows it too.
Thank you, sir.
You're gonna go far, Captain. No doubt about it. Wish we had more like you.
Transport is on its way. When the troops here were getting off this oversized snowball, they may declare a holiday in your honor.
Remember this day. This is the day the war was won, and don't let anyone tell you different. You did good work here. If I had a dozen men like you, this war would be over already.
My, I can't for the life of me figure out what you might be after. I'm Zareen. I take care of targeted acquisitions, let's say. Like that little trinket you came here for. I get the impression that you want it pretty bad.
Hand over that component, now.
Just because you think you're the biggest killing machine ever to set foot on this frozen rock doesn't make it true. That piece of junk is worth a lot to you, isn't it? So make me an offer. If it's high enough, maybe you'll walk out of here.
I won't cave into your demands, Zareen.
I should have known there's only one way you'd entertain me. Nice knowing you, pal.
Halt! I am Major Artano of the Imperial Military. Drop your weapons and surrender immediately.
We're right in the middle of a business transaction. Come back later.
Quiet, scum! I will deal with you presently. You, the Menjuan. You're in possession of stolen Imperial property. Hand it over now, and I will consider sparing your life.
Yeah, shut up and make me an offer. If I like it, you can have what you want. If I don't, my boys and I kill everyone here.
Treacherous subhuman scum!
I'm done negotiating.
Take cover! Return fire!
Applying overwhelming force.
Sergeant, our mission is complete. Havoc Squad could never have done this without you and your team, Sergeant. Imperial transmissions we can test it on? I would be honored, Sergeant.
Unit 11 is lagging behind. Maybe Unit 38 could reinforce them.
Colonel, sir, Sergeant Yoon has completed his reconstruction of the Umbra encryptor, sir.
Hmm? Oh, that's fantastic. Stand at ease, Captain. Let's have a look. It's smaller than I expected. Tough to believe it's so vital. I understand you worked with Sergeant Yoon quite a bit to help make this happen. What did you think of him? You can speak freely.
Sergeant Yoon will be a great credit to Havoc Squad.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. I couldn't agree more. I'd trade any 10 soldiers in my command to keep Yoon around, but I understand he's needed for something much bigger. I don't need to know what insane thing High Command has you up to, but you'll be glad you have Yoon with you. I guarantee it.
Yoon is going to be very helpful in future missions.
That he will. Best of luck in your operation, Captain. You're dismissed.
Havoc Squad was lucky to get to you, Yoon. Havoc is the place to be for tough challenges and big wins.
Captain, I've just been contacted by Colonel Fierros. I understand the operation was a complete success. Breaking the Umbra Code will have far-reaching effects. The Republic has gained an advantage today that could change the course of the entire conflict. Well done.
It's an honor to serve as always, sir.
Sergeant Yoon, please step forward. Sergeant Yoon, it is my pleasure to officially confirm your transfer to Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codename Havoc Squad.
We're glad to have you on the team, Sergeant.
With Sergeant Yoon, Havoc Squad is ready to begin the operation against the Gauntlet superweapon. Return to Coruscant immediately, Captain. We have a lot to discuss. Garza out.